Think about the days when every fiber of your body is screaming to stop. When you're worn out, beaten down, and all you want to do is quit. Now listen, that fatigue isn't a signal to surrender. It's a reminder that you're pushing your limits. When you're tired, do it anyway. Because if you let exhaustion win, you'll never know how far you can truly go. Every time you face the mirror and feel like you're at your breaking point, know this. Your tiredness is a testament to your hard work. It shows that you've given everything. But here's the reality. Being tired doesn't excuse you from the fight. Instead, let it sharpen your focus. When your muscles burn and your mind clouds over, that's the moment you decide to push harder. Don't wait for inspiration or a miraculous burst of energy. Use that very fatigue as fuel. Every drop of sweat, every labored breath is proof that you're in the process of building something extraordinary. Imagine that every time you feel like giving up, you choose instead to take one more step. Real champions aren't defined by ease, they're forged in the grind. Your tired moments are the battleground where you learn the value of persistence. There is no coach in your head to remind you to keep going. That responsibility is solely yours. So, when doubt creeps in and exhaustion whispers, "Stop," answer with a resolute no. Keep fighting, because the moment you quit, you resign yourself to a life of mediocrity. But when you push through, even when you're drained, you become the master of your own destiny. Let's be brutally honest. Excuses are the enemy of progress. You might say, "I'm too tired," or "I just don't have the energy today." But every excuse is a brick in the wall between you and the success you desire. Instead of allowing fatigue to dictate your actions, let it drive you to innovate, to adapt, to find strength you didn't know existed. Every moment you choose to defy the urge to quit, you chip away at the limitations that hold you back. Your tiredness is not a barrier, it's a challenge, one that you are more than capable of conquering. So, stop making excuses and start making progress. When your body is tired, that is the moment your spirit must roar louder. Think of exhaustion as a signal, an internal alarm that you're nearing the threshold of your true potential. Instead of retreating into comfort, channel that fatigue into a powerful surge of energy. Picture your tired self not as weak, but as being on the cusp of an immense breakthrough. Every time you choose to push past your limits, you transform that exhaustion into unstoppable momentum. Remember, every champion was once exhausted but chose to fight on. Let your determination be the spark that ignites an inferno of progress. Now, as you stand at the edge of your next challenge, remember this: when you're tired, do it anyway. Let every moment of fatigue fuel your relentless pursuit of greatness. You have the power to redefine your limits, to shatter the barriers that hold you back. Today, refuse to yield to tiredness. Rise above it. Step forward, push through the pain, and show the world that you're not defined by exhaustion, but by your unyielding will to succeed. Do it, tired, because your greatness is waiting on the other side of every moment you decide to fight. Now, when the day drags on and every part of you whispers, "Enough," remember that this struggle is proof you're pushing beyond what once held you back. Your fatigue is not a sign to give in. It's evidence that you're in the midst of something real. Each moment you persist, when it feels like all you have left is the urge to stop, builds a quiet foundation for your future. This is not about momentary sparks of inspiration. It's about steady, unyielding progress. Look into the mirror and see not a man defeated by exhaustion, but one who has faced relentless challenges and still stands. In that reflection, find the resolve that comes from knowing your tiredness is a record of every step you've taken. Rather than letting weariness dictate your day, let it remind you of the battles you have chosen to fight. And one, your persistence, minute by minute, is what forges a path forward. When doubt creeps in and whispers that you've reached your breaking point, counter it with the quiet certainty of your own effort. Ask yourself, is this really the end, or merely a pause before I push on? Each small decision to keep moving, even when you're low on energy, chips away at the walls that limit you. It's in these measured, deliberate moments when you choose action over surrender that you truly redefine what you're capable of. In the solitude of your struggle, let your inner strength speak clearly. This isn't a grand display of heroics. It's a series of simple, steadfast actions that build the essence of who you are. Your fatigue is not a barrier, but a signal. You are working at the edge of your potential. Embrace those quiet decisions to keep going. They accumulate into a force that transforms you over time. And now, as you step toward your next challenge, carry this truth with you. When you're tired, do it anyway. Every bit of effort you muster, every step you take despite the urge to stop, is a declaration that you refuse to settle. Continue to push forward with deliberate intent, letting each moment of exhaustion refine rather than define you. In that persistent drive lies your real strength, the strength to shape your destiny. When you're exhausted and every muscle screams for rest, remember, this is the path we've chosen. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about seizing the moment, no matter how tough it gets. Each step forward, despite the fatigue, is a testament to our resolve. Embrace the struggle. It's where our true strength is forged. Staring at your reflection, you might see someone worn out, but look closer. That face has faced countless battles and still stands tall. Your tiredness isn't a weakness. It's proof of your relentless spirit. Don't let exhaustion dictate your actions. Instead, let it remind you of every hurdle you've overcome. Persistence, even in the smallest moments, paves the way forward. When doubt creeps in, telling you that you've reached your limit, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this truly the end, or just a pause before I push harder? Every decision to move forward, especially when energy is low, breaks down the barriers holding you back. It's in these deliberate choices, choosing action over surrender, that you redefine your potential. In the quiet moments of struggle, let your inner strength speak volumes. This isn't about grand gestures. It's about consistent, unwavering actions that shape who you are. Fatigue isn't a stop sign. It's a signal that you're on the edge of greatness. Embrace the decision to keep going. Each one adds to the force that propels you forward. As you face your next challenge, hold this close. When you're tired, do it anyway. Every effort, every step taken despite the urge to quit, declares your refusal to settle. Keep pushing with purpose, allowing each bout of exhaustion to refine you. In this relentless drive lies the power to shape your destiny. When you're running on empty and every part of you says, stop, that's when you find out what you're really made of. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about taking action, even when it's tough. Each step you take, despite the fatigue, shows your true strength. Embrace the challenge. It's where you grow the most. Look at yourself in the mirror. You might see someone who's tired, but look closer. That face has faced countless battles and is still standing. Your exhaustion isn't a weakness. It's proof of your relentless spirit. Don't let tiredness control you. Let it remind you of every obstacle you've overcome. Persistence, even in the smallest moments, paves the way forward. When doubt creeps in, telling you that you've reached your limit, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this really the end, or just a pause before I push harder? Every decision to move forward, especially when energy is low, breaks down the barriers holding you back. It's in these deliberate choices, choosing action over surrender, that you redefine your potential. In the quiet moments of struggle, let your inner strength speak volumes. This isn't about grand gestures, it's about consistent, unwavering actions that shape who you are. Fatigue isn't a stop sign, it's a signal that you're on the edge of greatness. Embrace the decision to keep going. Each one adds to the force that propels you forward. As you face your next challenge, hold this close. When you're tired, do it anyway. Every effort, every step taken despite the urge to quit, declares your refusal to settle. Keep pushing with purpose, allowing each bout of exhaustion to refine you. In this relentless drive lies the power to shape your destiny.